Kitty will disagree with you till the end, Illinois. As always, with new games, let me know about the volume. This game is super old. So there's going to be a bit of a learning curve getting it started. I know that it plays and it will start, but beyond that, I don't know much. So we'll find out together. Let's get this let's get this party started. Let's delete character ZZ. The name doesn't matter. I'm gonna name him Commodore Horfensporf. Excellent. All right, everyone,
So,
relax.
we found it again.
We got some videos to watch.
I thought we'd taken care of it.
The forces of evil are persistent, sir.
I'm getting too old for this. Who have we got lined up to deal with this problem?
Murphy, sir.
Oh, no, not Murphy.
Afraid so, sir.
What about Spade or Marlowe?
Dead, sir.
Isn't there anyone else?
Sorry, sir, he's next on the list.
Well, I suppose we'll have to make do. Knowing Murphy, he's going to need help. A lot of help.
I'll check the archives and get back to you, sir.
News of the day. As the Second World War enters its final days, Allied forces are on the march. The troops of the Western Alliance are occupied with the dangerous duty of ferreting out the remaining pockets of Nazi resistance. The storming of Berlin has crushed the heart of German opposition and sent remnants of the Fuhrer's troops scurrying into the dark reaches of the Black Forest. The Germans have vowed to fight to the last man in their quest for world domination. But their days are numbered, with Adolf Hitler dead and the once dreaded SS disbanded. The Allies have exposed the workings of the Nazi war machine and found it festering with ancient blood cults, whose rituals and ceremonies are too astonishing and barbaric to detail.
You remember this from history
Allied
class,
forces
right?
will not rest until the last cult member has been revealed and captured.
No pestilence has ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and horror of blood.
Excuse me. Star Wars fans, you might recognize that voice. No. Kylo Ren, they were able to actually get Adam Driver for this role. It's actually kind of impressive. I 100% guarantee you there's a Flash game about Call of Duty. Involving poop, yes. I don't even have to Google it. I mean, you can't have it both ways. You can't have a game called Call of Duty about pooping and call it a proper game as well. It's like one or the other. I would skip this, but I think like there's actually part of the game is through the credits. Make it legit challenging within AAA budget. Could they though? I mean, they can make it challenging, sure, but could they make it good?
In the moonlight, New San Francisco sparkles like a chunk of cubic zirconium, an island of hollow beauty surrounded by a red sea of radiation. 5 million souls drowning in gamma rays. Some lucky people have a natural immunity to genetic mutation caused by the radiation. I'm one of them. Most of them live in the new city, but I don't. I live among the unlucky souls, the mutants and the destitute, and the wreckage of old San Francisco. My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private detective. Or at least I used to be. Since my marriage hit the rocks, I haven't done much of anything.
I love this game.
I went out tonight for the first time in a week, but all I ended up doing was spending the last of my money on a bottle of cheap bourbon. Now it's past midnight, and I'm staring out of the window of my office on the second floor of the Ritz Hotel. Just like me, the Ritz used to be something. Now it's just another grimy building in a rundown part of town. And I'm almost out of bourbon.
This game looks like crap because
God, Murphy, you look like
it looks like crap. That's just how the game looks.
Really hit bottom, didn't you?
Oh, I usually don't look this bad. I forgot to take my Geritol this morning. So, you want a drink? I saved my first one to have with you.
No, thanks. I've been dry for 8 years now. Yeah, one morning I just looked in the mirror and decided I needed to make a few lifestyle changes. Quit smoking, quit drinking. Now I'm getting out of the business. Yep, I'm gonna move to the tropics and retire in a nice secluded island.
Count the pixels on this man.
You're getting out of the business. I guess that means the end of the world must be around the corner because you are the detective. I can't imagine you doing anything else, especially not running around an island with a bunch of nubile women in a loincloth.
Oh, I can imagine it. I've been thinking about it for years now. Yeah. You know how it is. Lonely. Underappreciated. Dangerous. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in 38 years. I tell you, I'm working on a case right now, and that's going to be my last one. Oh. Enough about me. How about you, Tex? How's life treating you?
All the perspectives are very strange in this scene. Isn't that a chair, like in the foreground there a minute ago?
What day is it anyway today? Saturday? Well, Saturdays aren't too bad. It's normally Thursday by the time I get really suicidal.
Alcoholism is the joke here.
So what is it you wanted? Just come by to sprinkle a little salt into the open wounds of my pathetic life?
No, Tex, you got me all wrong. Just because you turned me in and got me suspended and humiliated me in front of my peers, you sold me out. But that's all in the past. See,
a lot of tension between these two.
Like I said, I'll be leaving soon. And I didn't want to go with any loose ends dangling there to bother me in my golden years.
Hey, don't worry about me. When you tossed me out of the agency, it was the best thing that ever happened. Digging through dumpsters and sleeping in abandoned speeders. You helped me learn a great
Oh, God.
lesson. Because no matter how bad things are, they can always get worse.
Why are there so many?
So what happened to you? I heard you were doing pretty well there for a while.
What's up?
Did a hell of a
What's
job
up,
on that Martian
Brainbuster?
memorandum case. What's your problem? You one of those people who can't live with success? Huh?
Well, I can live with it. I'm just afraid of commitment. Now you tell me something. Why wouldn't you talk to me 15 years ago? I was a stupid kid back then. Could have tried to understand why I told the ethics board what I did. I mean, I understand now that I was out of line and I made a mistake, but why'd you cut me off like that?
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. And never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them. They're a precious commodity to people.
Why does he still have a picture of his ex-wife on his
Before
desk?
I go, I came here with a warning. I heard your name mentioned in connection with a case that I'm working on, and you stay out of it. If you don't, somebody's gonna find you floating in the bay with a hole in your head, and I don't need any more strain on my conscience.
You know, frankly, I'm pretty insulted. Because I'm a pretty damn good detective, and I can take care of myself, thank you.
To be fair, the best detectives are usually screw-ups.
The what kind of people we're dealing with here. Just keep out of my way. I'll send you a postcard.
A lot of smooth jazz in this game. A lot of really nice, soothing beats.
So last night, after 15 years, the Colonel walks into my office. Made me take a good hard look at myself. Maybe I have hit bottom, and maybe I do look like hell. Lord knows the only exercise I've had lately is tipping the bottle and flipping cards.
Gameplay is starting soon, by the way.
I gotta find some work. Contrary to what the Colonel might think, I'm as good a detective as he ever was. Now I just gotta prove it. I'm gonna scare up a job today, even if it means finding somebody's lost puppy.
Alright. So I'm assuming most people... Wow! What, Sprawl? What's up? Why are you yelling at me? I'm assuming most people have played this video game before, but if you have not, it is a point... Oh god. I'm not sure why the resolution just got really weird. Hold on, I think I know what I need to do. 1 second. Okay, I guess I can't push that button. That's fine. Okay. I'm not sure why it's going into that resolution. Like, it was not doing that before. Or maybe it does, just when you're moving. It was working just fine earlier. I tested this for quite a while. You know what? It's fine. We'll make it work. God. Okay. Anyways. Absolutely ridiculous. You walk around in the world and you look for things that might help you in your quest. And right now our quest is to find ourselves some work. But our quest is also going to be looking around our office.
The Scotch Guard that Rudy's upholstering service put on my office chairs will stand up to anything. And I ought to know. The Scotch Guard that Rudy's
you already said that one.
My old reliable faux oak desk.
There's a lot of voice lines in this game. Our guy, I think Chris Jones is Tex Murphy. I could be wrong, but if he is, he's also the director. He has a bunch of parts.
World War
He has a bunch of
A dark
stuff
and
in this
reactionary
game.
Vision of the Coming Century by Rush Limbaugh III.
Rush Limbaugh III. F you dead bastard. Hope it hurt.
My phonograph's an old family heirloom. I love to play the classics. Kool and the Gang, Peaches and Herb.
I don't know if... Oh, you actually get points for that. What's up with the horse head? I mean, with any Roar TV channel, your guess is as good as mine.
This pure mountain spring water is indispensable, literally. I'm out of paper cups.
Ha. Okay, so our first thing we need is over here. Can you see it in the terrible mess of pixels down here?
Oh boy, mail.
Oh boy. I love that voice line. Oh, hold on. I want to... Oh, jeez. What is the point of that? Ew. Oh boy, mail.
Oh boy, mail.
Alright, what do we get? Grand reopening sale. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., the electronic shop will reopen its new remodeled store and offer a veritable bonanza of bargains. Dongles, fax machines, remote control toys, stereos, vid phones, doohickeys, thingers, whatchamacallits, and much, much more. One of them in stock. Be sure to check out the unbelievable prices on our line of dandy products. These products, of course, are not on sale. Remember to bring your electronic shop credit card. Cash not accepted, credit card required to enter the shop. And plan to stay late, you won't believe the deals. Alright. Oh boy, mail. Alright, there's gotta be like... What if I don't want to look? I want to look at it, not get it. L?
Oh boy, mail.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, mail.
Alright, what do we got here? This gift certificate entitles the holder to one free cosmetic job, nose, boob, etc., courtesy of the Real You Surgical Clinic. Why? Why did I get one of those? Why do you just get a random gift certificate for plastic surgery?
My gun. I love it so much.
I forgot about that voice line. He's really excited about his gun. I mean, we probably should get his gun, to be fair.
Old trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning. You want some of this, huh? Bam, bam! Hey, bam, bam, bam! Bam! Bam, bam! Bam! And you!
A single boob.
Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know. Oh, my hell. No matter how bad things got, I always had my gun. Now I've lost that, too. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those days.
So no, we don't get to keep our gun, unfortunately. Wow, it's even worse now. I don't understand what... Oh, I can have it in mobile mode. Whatever, it's fine. A few more things to look at in our room here. Oh, this room, or this game is notoriously janky.
That's a perfect bed for a destitute PI. Small, lightweight, no sheets required. I call this painting, The Big Spill. Well, since the building inspector has only one eye and no depth perception, the hotel manager painted fire extinguishers in all the apartments. It saved him a bundle.
There's quite a few jokes in this game involving the fact that things look 2D.
Another pile of garbage. There just aren't enough hours in the day.
I think this entire shelf here has things to look at. We'll come back to that.
This piece of art is called Two Whales on a Bender.
I hope you all are cool with hearing this guy talk, because I'm finding every voice line that I can.
This one really isn't art, it's a placemat from Taco Bob's.
That's funny, actually.
I bought this table so I wouldn't have to sit on the floor when I use my computer.
Alright, so I'm going to move to the left here. Back up just a little bit. I tested this, it all worked perfectly.
The office was actually a dance studio before I moved in, and Latin dancing is a Murphy family tradition. Great-great-grandpa Murphy made it through the Depression by teaching cha-cha lessons to rich older women. He made thousands before the authorities found out he had no formal training.
What do you mean by authorities? Who are the cha-cha authorities?
Stupid light switch is stuck in the on position. Could be worse, I guess.
Oh, so it's just... No wonder you can't sleep.
Ah, the closet door. The dusty credenza I've got serves only one purpose, and that's to keep the dust off the floor.
What do we got in the closet?
All I've ever needed was a soft felt fedora, a well-tailored overcoat, and a comfy pair of sneakers. Some people know what they like, and they stay with it.
I mean, that's kind of what the, you know, if you're going to be a private eye, you need to look the part. Alright, I think we'll park right here. There's quite a bit of stuff here to look at. We'll take a look at the stuff here in the credenza.
That hutch holds a life's worth of knickknacks, paddywhacks, and the world's largest piece of elbow macaroni.
I could be wrong. Maybe this is all just one thing.
That hutch holds a life's...
It is. Okay, good to know.
The UI of U was the only place that would accept me. Half the course credit was earned by locating the university.
That's funny.
I spent weeks earning this baby. Best $20 I ever spent. I love my comfy chair. I just wish it wouldn't be so easy to tip over whenever I got drunk.
How do you tip this kind of chair over? I feel like if you are leaning that far back in a tilty office chair, then you are doing something wrong if the office chair actually tilts over entirely.
This cabinet is where my old successes go to die.
Alright.
Nothing here but nostalgia. Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business.
Part of the... there's actually a plot point in this game that he desperately needs a fax machine. Because otherwise he will not get any incoming business because it's 1993 and, you know, fax machines are just hot business. Okay, how is this going to work? I need to, like, look down into the desk. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. And now, if I look... oh, geez. There we go. I wonder... first of all, I need to remember to save quite often. Because there is definitely not an autosave. I'm going to save this as... sure. That, whatever. Okay. Hey, there's some music finally. Maybe I didn't... maybe I need to redo the config because this was all working absolutely lovely earlier. Mouse sensitivity should be low. Walking speed should be slow, I think. That's all normal. I'm going to turn this up just a tiny bit. Excellent. Alright, let's take a look at the stuff on the desk.
My phone would work perfectly if it hadn't been disconnected. Hip-hop English keeps me up on all the slang kids are using today. Sylvia.
Oh boy.
My ex-wife.
Oh, we got...
Whenever I think things can't get any worse, I
got a
think
video.
about her and how she totally screwed up my life. She's a woman who loves a man, any time. I'll never forget the day I came home early and caught her with the upholstery man.
Oh, there you are. I just got done with the chair. I'll be sending the bill to your husband.
Oh, Rudy. Let's not think about my husband right now. I was watching you upholster and you're so big and strong.
Do you really think so?
Well, yes. God, I've only known you 10 minutes and I feel like
in the door.
I've known you forever. Oh, yes, look. And look at this muscle. Oh. The way you hold me, Tex never held me like this. Oh, kiss me, Rudy, and set my lips on fire.
Okay.
I love Rudy.
Oh, Tex, honey. I wasn't expecting you home so soon.
Well, duh. Obviously. Now I know why the Roto-Rooter man keeps calling and asking whether we need our plumbing checked. Well, I gotta admit, those chairs look pretty good.
Thanks. Listen, how about I don't charge you on the labor and we call it even?
Fair enough. But from here on out, Rudy, customer servicing doesn't include my
How
wife.
about you caught me the whole bill, my man?
See, honey? I saved you some money again. Aren't you happy?
Oh, she's awful.
I married her for better or worse. Unfortunately, it never got any better.
Oh good, it started me back at the door, so I have to work my way back over there again. Okay, so how do I look down? I think I need to, excuse me, get in position. There we go. Okay, so the arrow keys help me look down.
Nothing in here but a stamp.
Oh, really? I'll take that.
One last $10 stamp waits patiently to be licked and mailed.
A big building somewhere on Earth.
As usual, it's a mess. As usual, it's a mess. This here is my favorite desk drawer. As usual, it's a mess.
Is there anything in there? As much as I love this game, the UI is very telling of its time. And by that I mean it's not good. There we go. Usually it's not a big deal, but if you need to get like really close into something.
My old reliable faux oak desk. Ah, the fabulous Dior lamp. I bought it for 77 cents. I love murder mysteries. To be a fictional detective, everything would be so much simpler then. Most of these desk drawers haven't been used for so long, I'm afraid to open them.
What?
As usual, it's a mess.
There's like money and stuff in here. Some of that might be useful.
Most of these desk drawers
Yes,
haven't been
thank you. Thank you, Tex.
As usual, it's... Nothing in here but a pen.
I'll take that.
This is probably the only writing utensil that works in the whole office.
What if we can get 100% points? Probably not, because we'll probably have to, we probably have to have a no death run, and some of the deaths are funny. Enter! I don't think there's anything else worthwhile in here. I think we can actually leave.
That's the door to the street.
Alright, so we're leaving our office. Our goal is still to find some work.
The air outside feels thick, like I'm breathing through a pair of dirty gym socks. It's a high radiation day. Most everyone will be staying inside, but I need to hunt for some work. I always like to start the day with the traditional PI breakfast. That hits the spot.
Okay, let's see. Speaking of coughing. Excuse me, I'm trying not to cough right into your ears. Alright, so again, we're gonna have to maneuver a little bit. Hello, welcome back, Brainbuster. I don't know if that's even audible over the extremely loud FFV game music.
All hell has broken loose since the government stopped.
In fact, hold on. I need to turn it down just a bit. I think it was good earlier. I think I need to turn it down just a wee bit. The music seems to have gotten a bit loud. All right, we have to head our way over here towards this mass of pixels. This is Chelsea, I believe.
Chelsea keeps a well-stocked selection of magazines. I wish I could afford to buy a couple. Life hasn't been the same since my True Detective subscription ran out. Chelsea's a hot little number. I hear she's a mutant, but it doesn't show. The only weird thing about her is she won't go out with me.
Hi, Chelsea. Would you like a pen? Also, what do I have in my inventory? I have... Oh, I have a credit card application! We don't flirt with her. No promises.
Pre-approved electronic shop credit card application addressed to the previous occupant. Just needs to be signed, stamped, and mailed.
You know what? I'm gonna turn the music down even more. Because this jet, as great as it is, the sync seems to be a bit off. Boop! That might be too much. Alright, I'm going to combine this credit card application with a pen. Oh, it's quite possible that we're going to end up flirting, but, you know, that might just be, you know, nope. Anyways, we're also going to attach the stamp to the filled out application. So now we have a ready-to-go application.
I need to run this thing down to the auto post box on the street.
And while we're down here on the street, we can send in our application to get our credit card. Meanwhile, Chelsea's just been staring at us like, did you come over here just to do that?
Chelsea Bando's the kind that could hold her own with anyone, but she has a way of turning my knees to jelly. She's a mutant just like everyone else in this part of town, but she's a real beauty.
Well, hello, stranger.
Is there a way to auto-random this? Subtle innuendo, lovesick puppy, charmingly curious. The subtle innuendo sounds funny.
Hey, sweetheart. Know anyone who could use my services today?
Well, I guess that depends on which services we're talking about, big guy.
Talking about using my wiener, Chelsea. Blatant innuendo.
Why don't you join me for a drink and I'll go over all the great services I have to offer.
Gee, Tex, you know, that kind of talk could get you into trouble, but I don't drink with customers.
I'm not buying anything, so...
I'd be happy to throw in a chili dog with that drink.
Yeah!
Well, an offer like that, oh, that's hard to refuse. But no thanks.
I don't think I've ever gotten this conversation tree, and I've played through this game more than once.
I can do for you?
Alright, Chelsea, you got any work for me?
Rook acts like a tough guy, but he's a softie. Just don't tell him that to his face.
So these are all the people down the street. Rook is the guy who owns the pawn shop. We can talk to her about Chelsea. Her.
Oh, you know me, Tex. I'm just making ends meet.
Trying to keep all my pixels in a row.
I love Louis, but his friendliness doesn't fool me. He's a sharp one. He knows everything that's going on in this neighborhood. Franny's a live wire. Either she or Sal is going to do time for killing the other one. I have never seen a couple fight like they do.
Sal, or better known as not pictured in this film.
Sal's a handful. He's a nice guy, but I don't know, I feel kind of naked when he gives me the eye.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's not a mutation. That's the opposite of a problem.
Luckily, Ardo seems to like me. I mean, if I were on his bad side, I'd be tempted to relocate. He could crush a Subaru with one hand.
I can also ask her about the Colonel, but I don't think she's going to be interested in that.
Wish I could help you there, Tex.
Alright. Oh my god, I've gotta it's gotta restart at that same picture every time I go into walk mode. I don't know why. It's never done that. Alright, let's bring it over here to the auto box, I say, with air quotes. Inventory. Ready to mail application. I'm going to use it.
The Postal Service has gotten much faster since the stamp price went to $10. I should get my credit card back tomorrow morning.
Excellent. So, got myself some points. Butt, yes. Okay, so we can go talk to Rook. Rook, you know, I don't know how you would find this out in the game. I think you would just go through the people and find somebody, like, this is the next person to talk to. So you would probably go talk to Rook next.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop.
Cool.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. He's a crusty old World War III vet with a face like a raisin and a tongue like a butcher's cleaver.
I love this. I love the artwork in this scene.
What do you want, Murphy?
Why is he so mean? Obliviously conversational.
Fine. How you doing, Rook?
I'm not in the mood for small talk.
I'm gonna be as nice as I possibly can.
Fine. What do you want to talk about?
Let me tell you about my great day, Murphy. Last night, someone broke into my pawn shop. I don't
He's a
usually have
veteran.
anything of great value.
Also, I think he's a
Yesterday,
mutant, too.
I gave out a fair amount of cash for an extremely valuable diamond bracelet.
One of the options is blow off.
Well, I'd look into it for you right now, but I'm a little busy.
You're a real pal, Murphy.
Well, I guess that I got here. Guys, you know what? It's been fun. I've had a great time. Jokes. We did so well. I think I broke it.
On the top floor of this place is where I hang my hat. It's not much, but it's better than... well, it's not much.
There we go. You just kicked us out. I need to fix this screen while I'm here. As long as the screen's screwed up anyways, I might as well see if we can fix that. I'm gonna save this here. What do you mean there's no... yeah, I see. I'm going to exit to DOS real quick. I'm gonna reset real fast. See if maybe it won't do that weird heavy thing every time. Alright, do you have game? Game is here. Load game. Commodore Horfensporf. Resume.
Ah, the once majestic Chandler Avenue. There's enough radiation in this asphalt to fry an egg on Christmas morning.
Yeah, this is definitely a but thou must.
I like to stand by these, waiting for a glimpse of Rita.
Who's Rita? Did you kill Rita? It didn't fix the issue, but at least I was able to get back from my terrible joke. It's been done a million times. God. Controls are so bad. Yeah, this is definitely a but thou must. Let's come back and talk to our boy.
What now, Murphy?
All business.
I think I can make time to look into your case, Rook.
Last night, someone broke into my pawn shop. I don't usually have anything of great value, but yesterday, I gave out a fair amount of cash for an extremely valuable diamond bracelet.
Just blow him off again.
My deductive powers tell me the bracelet's no longer on the premises.
I would, but you know it's going to do the exact same thing.
Brilliant work, Murphy.
Oblivious to sarcasm.
Thanks. So what happened?
The bracelet was pawned by a young girl named Emma Nimpton. She said she hated to hawk a family heirloom, but had no choice. She said she would reclaim the bracelet in a month. Well, since the bracelet was worth 10 times the 8,000 I loaned her, it was a good deal for me.
Keen observation. Also, what is this? What? Wow. Ooh. How to resize the action window. There are 10 different sizes for the movement display, from small to full size. Is there a way to make it so it doesn't screw up? You can also resize the screen by pressing one of the 10 number keys on the keyboard. Okay, so we can screw with the number keys. We tried that a little bit, but maybe we'll try it a little bit more in a bit.
I think you've been played for a sap, Rook.
Maybe. She left me a number and I called it this morning, but the line is disconnected.
Disconnected?
Sounds like my vast experience as a PI could come in handy.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. The police are no help. A mutant is on his own when he gets robbed in this town.
I never noticed he was a
I
mutant.
appreciate your help. I'm not a rich man, but if you find the bracelet, I'll owe you a few favors, which could come in handy. Come back here and I'll show you where they broke in.
Can I have some money?
Rook takes me out back and shows me where the burglar broke in.
A little bit?
The back window is busted out and the latch is ripped. It's a sloppy job. As I start my investigation, I'm looking for information to enter into my CrimeLink computer back at the office. One thing's for sure, Emma Nimpton won't be one of the suspects' names. Every PI worth his salt knows that's not my name spelled backwards.
I actually had forgotten about that.
Brainbuster says raw he looks like shit and sounds vaguely foreign. Of course HES a mutant.
Racist? Config. Walking speed is good. Mouse sensitivity is good. That's good. That's good. Movement window is all fine. Rendering quality. I want highest rendering quality. But what does that do? Interactive mode. Always switch to 432 by 424. What if I do that? What happens if I do this? Oh, just the entire length of my ween. Oh, and it looks beautiful now. Oh. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, it's like if you push the options and do the right things. It's like a chef's kiss.
I wonder what all these garbage cans are doing around here. Maybe Rook is running a low-rent hostel.
It looks like an alleyway.
These are empty jumbo-sized cans of Camel's chunky chocolate soup. Good.
Ew. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, the game is so much better now. Look at the... Anybody find a footprint?
Looks like a shoe print is outlined in that sticky pool of something resembling chocolate. Footprint's about a size 14.
Okay, I think... Do I need to remember that? Oh, God. I don't need to remember that, surely. Size 14. There we go. I'm going to say 1, 4...
Like Rook always says, you can cut corners here and there, but there's nothing like a quality garbage can.
The Roar or Kitty go pet dog. Dog's way over there.
Looks like a key of some kind.
Alright, anything good to know about the key? Absolutely not. That is just a key through and through.
Whoever uses these garbage cans is either a terrible shot or is saving them for that special piece of trash.
Oh, I saw something there. Oh, I can move the trash can again. Never mind. Anything special over here?
Every time I see yellow-gray water oozing out of a gutter, I just can't help but thirst for a cup of coffee from the brewing stew.
I don't know if that was me or just that one voice thing, but...
I wonder what all these garbage cans are doing around here.
You already said that one. Okay. Anything over here? Jesus Christ. Why? Why is there two? Why? Why is there two? I don't understand. Alert scene. I'm gonna turn that one off. That's not the right scene. There we go. Alright. That might break it. We'll see.
The texture of the pavement surface
Can't see
is
the
a cross
game.
between a spilled Coke and sandstone.
That's all, you know. Oh. Hey, that worked.
The texture of the pavement.
I hit Alt F4 and it worked.
It's one of those basketballs they used to give away at Weenie World. 10 seconds left. Down by 1. Murphy has the ball. He fakes. He drives. It's a 360.
I would not recommend... it's a joke. I would not recommend using any of the channel points that require bits. Because I don't know if I just screwed it up. Also, Alt-tabbing seemed to mess with that. So... I just can't Alt-tab, it seems, huh? Good to know. What the butt was that?
I wonder what all these garbage cans are doing.
What?
Maybe is running a low-rent hostel.
I don't even know what it's playing from. I don't even... I have... You know what? I think I figured it out. Hold on. I think I might have figured it out. I just like do it from here. I can't see the bottom option. No, it's just as bad that way. That's fine. Alright. No worries.
I wonder what all...
You look around here. There's one trash can that's actually got things in it that we need to see stuff.
Wow, a recyclable paper can. Finally, a glimmer of ecological responsibility. I didn't know Rook cared. Wow, a recyclable
Wow.
paper can.
There's like something in here though, isn't there? Is there not?
Wow.
I guess not. No, there's like one trash can that has stuff in it that we need to grab. But I don't remember where that trash can is. I know there's actually like a few different trash cans in the game.
Well, that steep staircase looked really hard to climb.
Well, no, that didn't fix it either. Over here, I'm sure you can see it through the mess here. But this is supposed to be a doorway.
Hey, this door's just painted on.
That's a joke. You actually get points for it, too.
Hey, this door's just painted.
So if you actually care about points, which, you know, you should, it's a video game. It's actually important to go up there. Look, points are important. What if we need to use a hints? We're not going to, but you never know. I'll come back to the trash can.
Oh, I would love to see my ex-mother-in-law squeeze through there.
Play points to be graded. I mean, you're not wrong. But it's a sense of accomplishment, you know? I'm going to exit this. I'm going to restart it, and I think that might fix that issue. I just can't Alt-Tab. That seems to be the issue. But there was an option I had to do. Maybe that option's not set. Nope. It seems to want to change, and every time it changes the resolution, something screws up. It's like window size and interactive mode size always switch to 432. Maybe the window size needs to be 432 here. Keep that as that, and just save this. Like maybe that. Oh, well, I'll just do this. That's fine. There we go. I mean, it's not great, but the movement in this game is not going to be great regardless. Okay, so next down the list is over here at the pizza place. We're gonna go talk to Sal's wife, whose name I forget.
Francesca Lucido makes the spiciest pizza in the city. The only thing spicier than her cooking is her imagination. And right now she seems to have a thing for me.
Well, it's that a handsome P.I. Tex Murphy. Have you come to take me away?
No. No thanks.
I don't think so. From what I hear, you're a real handful, and I mean that in every sense of the word.
I guess you are referring to the spats between me and my worthless husband.
Brainbuster says kill her.
I don't think that's legal. Thane, be much too literal.
Worthless? How can you call a guy like Sal worthless? I've heard that he's loaded.
Oh, sure, Sal's got plenty of money, but he's a waste of flesh. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to get rid of him.
Bored and impatient.
Well, enough about your personal life. Can I ask you a few questions?
I suppose so. I guess I'm not desirable enough to be good for anything else at this point.
Just give me some information, please. Do you know anything about Rook?
Rook is a tough old geezer. I've known him ever since we opened the Slice of Heaven back in 32. But I can't say I know him very well.
Did I trigger your electronic servant?
Chelsea is a nice girl. Sal tries to flirt with her, but she doesn't give him the time of day. I like Louis. He runs a nice place, and I go over there and chat with him when the business is slow.
How much business do you get down here in the middle of mutant? No disrespect. Who cares? In the middle of mutant San Francisco, in the middle of a slum. Do you get a lot of business with 2 restaurants in the same street?
Well, I was hoping you'd get around to asking about me. I'm just a lonely, hot-blooded woman who needs the love of a good, strong man.
I just need a bigger frosting. Oh,
Can't help you, Tex.
I didn't mean to ask you about the Colonel, sorry.
Ardo is an overgrown kid. He comes in here for the all-you-can-eat buffet, and I've got to kick him out every time. If I didn't, he'd eat everything we got.
Let's ask about your husband.
Me and Sal got married too young, and it's been up and down ever since. I've had enough of his drinking and the womanizing, and I divorce him in a second, but he's got a couple of buddies who are top lawyers. If I had some hard evidence of his screwing around, I could divorce him and get a decent settlement.
Cool. Tell me about, hey, do you know anything about a burglary?
I heard that Rook's place got robbed. It scares me to death. There's so much crime in this part of the city.
Yeah, we need to talk about this and not your obsession with the beautiful detective that lives down the street.
Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Well, thanks. Alright, let's go over and talk to Lou.
Louis Laments runs the Brew and Stew, which is a local hangout.
You can barely see it, but I think this white paper out here.
Well, this is a section of the Bay City Mirror. It's a weekly newsletter that covers local goings-on written by mutants for mutants. I'd subscribe if they had a comics page.
Brainbuster says I don't know anything about that except der pizza and der spicy.
Duh, pizza, and duh. To read the paper, move the cursor over one of the articles in the newspaper to highlight it, and click the left mouse button. A close-up of the article will appear. Oh geez, I'm definitely not going to read all these at once, but I'll read one of these right now. I'm going to read Poet's Corner. Poet's Corner. This week's poem was sent in by 15-year-old Bupo Wong. Haiku to a taco. Soft shell taco mine. What meat art thou concealing? Who cares? It's tasty. Alright, well, we'll come back to that. And let's go talk to Lou. I do need to move the movement speed now that we're not moving. There we go. Let's move you up to fast. That's better. I might need to even go down to medium.
The Brew and Stew is run by Louis Laments, a bloated mutant with a heart bigger than his waistline. Everyone comes to Louis's cafe. So does all the street talk. If something's going on, Louis knows about it.
What can I do for you, Mike?
Moif? Suds and hugs.
About a pitcher of beer and the love of a good woman, Louis.
Can't help you with the woman, Mike. No problem with the beer, though. Put it on your tab?
Oh, God, his face. Thirsty and grateful.
Thanks, Louis. I should have some work soon, then I'll be able to pay my tab off first thing.
Don't worry about it, Mike. I know you're good for it.
I like Louis. You got any information about a robbery, Louis?
Chelsea acts tough, but she has to be with all the scum around. And she's as smart as she is pretty. She knows a lot of what goes on in the shadows of this city.
Well, I mean, what does that say back there? The law prohibits the purchase of sandwiches with food stamps? Is that what that says?
Rook's an ornery old cuss, but me and him are old buddies. We fought in the big war together. He's one person you can trust in these troubled times.
I mean, we haven't really expressed our detective skills yet. We haven't really proven how good of a detective we are.
Granny's a fireball. She and Sal opened the pizza place 7 to 8 years ago, and they've been fighting ever since. Sal's a big guy with an appetite for food, wine, and women. He comes by here most every day for lunch. Bardo comes in now and again. Usually orders a couple of steaks and a chocolate milk. His temper's as short as he is tall. and he's only got one oar in the water. A bad combination.
There's only like 6 people on this street, and they've all got very bright personality, like very wide personalities.
Rook's been robbed before, but he's never had anything really valuable taken. This is gonna set Rook back for a while. Too bad the cops have turned a blind eye.
You know what? I will find the bracelet.
Rook told me about the bracelet, but I don't know anything more about it.
Know anything about the paper?
Ever since the crusade started up, the relations between norms and mutants has gone to pot. I've had rocks thrown through my windows, graffiti sprayed on the bricks outside. There's not much I can do, though.
I'm sorry to hear about that. We have some mutant racism, and in a way, all racism is a bit like mutant racism. And that racism is just bad all around.
This is where Louis throws out the garbage. Street people come from miles around to sample Louis's award-winning leftovers.
That's just trash. Anything in here right now? No. Alright, so there is a trash. Yeah, oh god. There is a trash can over there with stuff we can look at some point, but right now it's not there. Okay, you know what? We do need to move it to middle speed, not max speed. Let's fix this. We will get the hang of this. And mouse sensitivity, I'm going to turn you down to medium as well. That is much better. So we've checked the pawn shop, we've checked Chelsea. We don't think there's anything back in our hotel for now. I think what we want to do is come over here and visit our friend in this direction.
Coit Tower was once a majestic landmark. The wiener stand on the patio at the base of Coit Tower made the best chili dog in town. No one's here right now, though, so I better check back later.
I stand corrected. We are not going to go up there yet. Maybe we will talk to Ardo.
The Golden Gate Hotel was once known as the Waldorf of the Pacific. Its halls are still sturdy, and the walls have worn well, but there's nobody living inside.
I think that's a song reference.
Ardo Newpop is a gigantic goon who works at the front desk at the Golden Gate Motel. Ardo's no rocket scientist. In fact, he probably doesn't even know what a rocket scientist is.
I like Ardo. Boob tube hobnobbing.
Anything good on the tube today?
Uh-huh. I'm watching the Captain Wallaby show, and he's so funny.
Show some interest. I'm gonna be nice to Ardo.
Captain Wallaby, your favorite show?
It's my 3rd favorite show. My favorite is the Inspector Burns Fire Safety Show.
Name dropping fib.
You know, Ardo, Inspector Burns and I are really good friends.
You are? Wow! I'd do anything to meet Inspector Burns.
Patronizing manipulation.
Yeah, old Burnsy's the best. You know, we always play a little game called 20 Questions. You want to play?
Okay. I can answer some questions, but first I have to put on my fire hat because Inspector Burns' Fire Safety Show is going to be on pretty soon.
Alright. You do that, big guy. Tell me about Rook.
I went to his pawn shop because I thought he would have Inspector Burns action figures, but he didn't, and I got mad at him, so he probably don't like me. Ooh, Chelsea is pretty cool, because she's got good magazines and stuff. That's where I bought my Inspector Burns Fire Safety Manual. He's a nice guy, and I like to eat there because there's a TV.
Ardo, you gotta love Ardo.
She's the lady who makes the best pizza. I eat at her pizza place all the time because I love it. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what a cell is.
I just want to be like my hero, Inspector Burns, because fire safety is very important.
You know anything about a burglary?
I never heard nothing about that.
Alright.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, you don't know anything about that. Do you... anything in my inventory that might be interesting to you? I've got a key from the alley, and I think I know where I need to take that. I feel like the key from the alley might come over here to Rusty's funhouse.
It's all locked up. The only way I'm gonna get inside is by using my innate cleverness or ingenuity, or maybe a key. It's all locked. Looks like a welcome mat, but when it's on the doorstep of a novelty shop, you can never be too careful.
Right under here, this might be the key I was looking for.
Whoa, a key.
And it seems kind of embarrassing that they have the key just under the mat in this part of town, but, you know. I'll use it. So we're headed into the fun shops, the fun house. So anybody not a fan of clowns, this might not be your rodeo, bucko.
This wig probably sells well during the Bay Area Yodeling Festival. A mask of the king? That's blasphemy!
I think I need to get a little closer to see these masks.
I have to admit it, Rusty had a fine selection of novelty items. This wig must be quite popular with shy people. Whoa, this wig would even make someone like me look glamorous.
Alright, so over here, there's like some things that seem to stick out. And I think there's at least 2 or 3 things we need off of this wall.
These weapons are all made of plastic. All bark and no bite. They're completely useless.
Like down here.
Well, I have no idea what I'd ever do with a stacking ring, but what the heck.
We definitely need these, so I will hold on to this. We're going to need this until day 2. Down here at the right.
Whoa! For a second there, I thought someone had decapitated Inspector Burns and left his head on the floor. What a great mask.
Can I examine it any closer? No, God. So Inspector Burns is a fire safety inspector, and I think his entire shtick is he ended up like in a fire, and now he has a horribly burned face.
Looks like my 4th grade teacher. Well, this must be Mr. Grimm. He's a reaper.
Aha.
Oh, this is a scary mask. Why, it's Mr. Sloppy Lasagna Eater. I'll bet this is a real popular mask.
Which one? That one?
Wow, the limited edition Daryl Hannah wig and mannequin set.
There really is some jokes of the time. Unfortunately, a game that came out in this time, you're going to end up with some old-timey jokes,
Apparently,
I say,
Rusty
air
was
quotes.
very fond of empty cardboard boxes.
What do we got down here?
It's a Rusty Clown life-size doll. Wow. It's a dead ringer for... Oh, no pun intended.
I think you're supposed to learn that Rusty is missing, and I'm not sure how we're supposed to know that. Is it part of the paper? Like, where is the paper? Yeah, here, newspaper, examine. We could take a look at another article. We just looked at Poet's Corner. We might as well look at body found in the bay. The body of Thaniel Murray, 29, was discovered floating in the San Francisco Bay early yesterday morning, spotted by passengers on a whale sighting scuttle. The body was recovered by police. This was then sent to the city coroner's office for an autopsy. The cause of death has been listed by suicide, though bystanders can report that the corpse was remarkably disfigured and contorted. Walt Grimm, a personal injury lawyer, followed the ambulance to the coroner's and reported that a quarantine was initiated not long after. The reason for the quarantine has not been made public. All right. That does not answer the questions I was looking for, unfortunately. What else do we got in here?
Looks like some kind of in-house television.
Oh, here's Inspector
Hi,
Burns.
kids, it's me, Inspector Burns. And as we all know, fire can be our friend, but fire can be our foe. So many times, fires start so carelessly. And what can fires do? Fires burn you. Never, never light matches. No, no, no. Fire is dangerous. Fire made me look like this. Do you
Fire
wanna
made
look
me all
like
pixelated.
No, no, no. Don't look like Inspector Burns. Don't play with matches.
Fire gave me a 200 resolution.
Inspector Burns. I always thought he was a freak, but the kids love him. So does Ardo.
Yeah, it's okay to be a freak and be loved.
Rusty, the clown from hell. No wonder this place went under. Probably scared off all his business.
Up here in Rusty's mouth.
Ooh, a small nozzle. Probably a helium dispenser used for filling balloons.
Yeah, around here there's a balloon we need to find. Don't remember where that is, but we do need this.
Cool. A plastic dart crossbow. It'll make a nice addition to my non-violent weapon collection.
I think this we also need in day 2. Like, some of this stuff we hold on to for a while. Excuse me.
If I can unlock this door, I may be able to go where only clowns have gone before.
Is my key from the alley useful here?
Well, that's not gonna work.
Apparently not. I do, however, see a very, very tiny...
Maybe this key fits in that employees only door.
Right over here in the corner. Grab that. I guess it's the right key because it says it is. Key to the back door. Sounds like a key for me. Anything in the corner in these boxes?
Just a couple of empty old packing boxes.
I'll take that as a no. Alright, back room, what do we got?
A plastic suction dart can be formidable ammo in the hands of an expert like myself.
Alright, got ourselves a suction cart.
The sink must have been used for developing photos. Not much use for it now since all the developing equipment's gone.
What do you mean developing photos? This isn't a dark room.
Why in the world would Rusty keep a barrel of toxic acid?
I don't know. Let's find out. Well.
Oh, lordy. So this is where Rusty ended up. What a way to go. I'm willing to bet he didn't crawl in here on his own. Someone murdered him.
Well, I sure hope we follow up on this.
Posters in here tell you more than you'd ever care to know about film processing.
Definitely a big story here. You know, Rusty's death and all. Rusty's murder. Definitely going to be a big deal. Was there anything we needed? No, we need to combine suction dart and the crossbow, definitely. But the rest of this we don't need to do anything with. We do need, though, there is a balloon somewhere. Here it is.
A balloon strategically located near the water faucet. Looks like Rusty didn't go down without a fight.
Balloon we can fill up with air. I need to fill this up with water. Can we do it here?
Well, that's not gonna work.
I guess not. No, we can't do that until later. That's fine.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Alright, so we got the balloon. Let's come over here, fill it up with helium. I think we have everything we need.
Portable helium. Just undo the knot and breathe deeply.
Neat. I think we can combine this. No, not yet. That's fine.
That door leads out to the street.
Just the app just the best. This room is creepy. I mean, it's a room with clowns. I don't really know what to tell you. From here, I think we can go visit. This guy might be back.
Coit Tower was once a majestic...
He is not. Okay, that's fine. Can we do anything here in the warehouse? Is this key that we found? Is this the one that opens up the warehouse?
Well, that's not gonna...
It is not. Alright, so my last clue, and I'm pretty sure it's the one we want. We need to come back over here to the alleyway.
Oh, man! This dumpster smells like 20-year-old mayonnaise, and I ought to know.
Is there anything in here? This lid keeps fluctuating.
Well, I'll be darned. Except for the filth and stench, the interior isn't much different than the average studio apartment. In fact, it's nicely furnished. Someone's been living here, and I wonder if he saw anything. Well, I'll be darned.
So what do I need to do to get him back here? Do I just need to leave the area?
Oh, man!
Okay, so it's not there. There's definitely a paper. You know what? I need to come back for that. That's on day 2. There's also a guy I need to talk to that is around here.
The empty bottles of chocolate syrup lying all around this alley all look like they've been licked clean. An empty bottle of evanescent spring water. For those with a higher class of thirst.
Okay, well I think we've done all we can on the first pass, so maybe we need to talk to Chelsea? Like, we need to go through and see if there's anything new.
Chelsea runs a first-rate newsstand.
And we definitely have some stuff we can do. Like, some new things.
Hi, Tex. How's the investigation going? Is there anything I can do to help?
Sure.
The crusade is big. I mean, much bigger than most people know. They have operatives all over, and then these huge sections of the Norm population are joining. Well, they say it's a religion, but then they encourage the members to be violent and prejudiced towards others.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, you know, I remember Rook told me about the burglary. You know, I remember a stranger hanging around the past couple of days. It might be a dead end, but I seem to remember that the guy had these bright green eyes and a tattoo of an anchor on his arm.
Thank you for letting me know that now. Bright green eyes, tattoo of an anchor on his arm. He had size 14 shoes.
Sorry.
Is that enough? I don't think it is. I think we need to go talk to, I think that we need a little more information before we can make a match.
So, Myth.
Yeah, but I'll need another 5 or 10 minutes to solve your case, Rook.
You know, Murphy, I'm amazed that a gumshoe with a sarcastic mouth like yours can stay alive. One of these days, someone with no sense of humor is going to cut you in half.
Not like you, who has a fantastic sense of humor.
Yeah, and I'll still be twice the man you are, Rook. See you later.
No, no. What? I went in there for a reason, you stupid...
What else can I help you with, Murphy?
Murphy?
It was a beauty. Ah, encrusted with diamonds and rubies and inlaid with gold.
Did I talk to him?
It makes me mad as hell that someone would break into the shop.
I have a hard enough time making ends meet.
I don't remember if I talked to him about these actual topics.
Don't get me started. That movement is nothing but a hate machine. The Civil War's on the horizon because we mutants can't sit around and take the discrimination anymore. Those crusading fools have started something too big to control.
Politics.
Strikes me as a village idiot. He came by one time to see if I had any Inspector Burns action figures. I told him I'd never heard of these Burns characters and thought the kid was gonna tear my damn head off. Sal's a brute. Funny as hell, but he can get pretty bad after a couple of drinks. He and his wife Franny have a real love-hate thing. Makes me glad I never tied the knot. Sal leaves running the pizza joint up to Franny. Franny's a hot-blooded gal. She and her husband Sal wake up the neighborhood sometimes with their rows.
This whole neighborhood's talking about these two fighting.
Louis and I go way back. We ran guns to Ethiopia before World War III, then fought in the same regiment during the war. After the war, Louis opened the Brew and Stew and told me about this shop, which I bought for a song, and then I started my own pawn business.
How's it working out for you, Rook? Everything, you doing okay out here?
She's a honey, ain't she? Makes me wish I was 30 years younger. She knows the black market and has helped me make some connections.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
That depends on whether you're here to help me or to irritate me.
Cool. All right, you got anything in the alley? Could this guy possibly be here? We do need to look at this.
Well, obviously, the window was broken from the outside.
I think there might be some actual evidence over here that I missed. Right out here by the window. Possibly, yeah.
Shard of glass must have come from that broken window. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Looks like whoever broke into Rook's window left one of his hairs behind. Apparently our burglar is a Carrot Top.
Okay, so he's got red hair, size 14 shoes, bright green eyes, anchor tattoo. That's gotta be enough, right? Like, you would think that has to be enough to get some information. What I do need is some chocolate pie.
Louis Lament's run.
Yep, I know. I know Louis Lament's.
What can I get you?
You got any chocolate pie? No, you don't know anything about nothing. Thanks. Talk to Ardo. Talk to him. This guy's got to be here. Like, this is the bottleneck I'm waiting for. I don't know what triggers him. Maybe now I need to talk to the guy over here at Colt Tower? If not here, then maybe I need to go back to the office.
Coit Tower was once a majestic...
Nope. I don't talk to Ardo. I don't need to talk to Francesca. I think maybe I need to go in the crime computer. I don't know if that's enough information to get... Maybe I need to go talk to the Colonel. No? Is that not an option yet? Fine. Alright, so we have all of this. Let's use the computer, see if maybe we can find somebody. I doubt it, but...
PrimeLink computer is the only valuable piece of equipment left in the office. By entering suspect information like height, weight, and hair color, I can access the suspect's personal files.
Brainbuster says walks that fucking slow. What an asshole.
Well, he's not in a hurry. Like that said that was registered to Alberto Smith. He was male. We're gonna say he wasn't a mutant. We're gonna say he's Caucasian. He had red hair. He had 2 eyes, probably, statistically speaking. He had green eyes. He had a size 14 shoe. The tattoo of an anchor on his arm. It's gotta be enough, right? Hopefully that saves. Okay, nothing there. We're going to travel back down to the street, and I guess we will take a look at these systematically. We've been to the street or newsstand. We could talk to Louie again. We already have. Is there something we haven't... We're missing one. We're missing a location. Let's go to the street. Chelsea's just watching him. Yeah, so where's this place that I'm missing? Can I go anywhere near that warehouse yet? No. It might be the electronics shop, which is not open yet.
This is the brand new electronics shop outlet. No pun intended. I won't be...
Oops. I won't be able to go in there until I get a membership card, it said. Dr. Rook, what do I have in my inventory? Flash charge.
Looks like whoever broke...
Have that. Is there anything I can combine in here? Got that. I've got the key. The surgery gift certificate. I have the helium balloon. I don't need any of that. I just... It's like, I know what I need to do, but I'm like, I need to know where the trigger is. And I think I know where the bottleneck is. I just don't know how to trigger him.
What can I do? Yeah, you know, I remember Rook told...
Nothing new from you. I'm just looking for possibly somebody who lives in the alley. I'm looking for a single person who might live in the alley. Like, who might know about that person? Like Francesca? They share an alley.
What can I get for you, handsome? How about a big plate of linguine with my own special sauce?
Gross. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I think your sauce might be a little too rich for me. I just want to ask a couple of questions.
I heard that Rook's place...
Uh-huh.
So...
Uh-huh.
That's that religion for norms only? It makes me sick.
Talk to that. Done to that.
Me?
Done to that.
I like...
Anything that might be interesting here? No, you can't give things to people. Like, I could do a hint. I don't want to do that. Like, where would I find out about this in game? Getting the bum in the alley to show up. God. Open the dumpster and look inside. Okay. So I hadn't had the dumpster open, so the thing had not triggered. So maybe something else will be available now.
These are empty. I don't usually enjoy. An empty. Well, I'll be done. The texture.
Bunch of chocolate syrups.
These are.
Bunch of chocolate soups. Bunch of water. Like, obvious that someone is living out here. Maybe there's something in this trash can? No, nothing. Let me see the hint here. Getting the bum in the alley to show up. Get the radio. What radio? Oh, okay.
Whoa. This antique boombox worked. I bet it'd only play the Bee Gees.
Alright. That's what I was missing.
This old relic probably hasn't worked in years. Hey, there are batteries in here.
Alright, so the batteries can be combined with our Rusty the Clown doll. Because, you know, why not? So now, I think we should be able to exit and then come back into the alley. Now, we should have a new friend.
What now, Murphy?
There he is. I knew I was missing something.
Oh, looks like Mr. Bum is home for the evening.
Mr. Bum is my father.
Yeah, what do you want?
Bum camaraderie.
Looks like you're busy drowning your troubles, my good man.
Well, Mr. High and Mighty, what are you, a preacher or something?
More bum camaraderie.
No, I'm just a man like you, who's been down on his luck.
Look at me, I'm crying. Now what is it you want?
Alright, be that way.
I just want to ask a few questions. First, did you see anything strange last night?
The strangest thing I've seen recently is you trying to get information from me for free, you schmuck.
Alright, what do you want?
Oh, looks like Miss...
Oh no, not you again. Look, I'll warn you right now, I'm almost out of chocolate syrup and I'm not in a good mood.
Why did they go with chocolate syrup for this? Like, I know it's like supposed to be like a correlation for alcohol, but what group are they targeting here?
You know, I just might have something that will improve your ugly mood.
I don't have
Is that so?
Single thing.
Well, what?
Here you go. Here's a piece of glass.
Well, that's not gonna cut it, punk.
I mean, it does cut. Fine, I'll be back. So now that triggers our boy over here.
Too bad you don't like fresh brains, mate. Hot off the grill.
Stop touching the food. Who are you cooking for? There's no one else in here. It's cooking brain for nobody. Is that for you?
You want to try a slice of my chocolate pie? I can get you a piece to go if you like.
I'd love that, thanks. Alright, so the bum is super obsessed with chocolate, as he mentions, and as you can see by all the chocolate syrup in the alley, pretty obvious, yeah, he's pretty obsessed with chocolate
This isn't
syrup.
a good time for a social call, punk. If I don't get it fixed soon, I'll go insane. Dory me for a lot to do.
Just obsessed with chocolate.
I don't make a practice of helping out addicts, but I think I've got something that will ease the pain.
Don't hold out on me, man. If you've got something, let's have it.
Here you go, big guy. It's a glass shard again.
Praise heaven! You brought the ambrosia of life. Ask me anything you want.
Good thing, big guy.
I stay out of politics, especially bad politics.
Good idea, my man.
I saw someone prowling around the back of the pawn shop last night. It was so dark, I didn't get a good look at him, but I could tell he was huge. Probably 6'3" or 6'4", about 300 pounds.
6'3" or 6'4", about 300 pounds. Do you know anything about anybody
I
else?
saw someone. Wish I could help. That big goon, he used to hassle me until I shared a quart of chocolate syrup with him. Now he lets me alone. The only time I ever see Sal is when he gets drunk and comes by to pick a fight. Then I kick his butt and send him on his way.
I don't believe you.
Nice guy, good cook. Every National Feed a Bum Day, he brings me one of his award-winning chocolate pies. Ugh. I don't have much to do with her. They don't serve anything with chocolate in it at the pizza joint.
You seem obsessed, my man.
I think Chelsea used to fancy me, till she found out my only true love was chocolate. Damn near broke her heart. Brooke, he leaves me alone. Can't ask for more than that.
6'3", 6'4", about 300 pounds. Okay, let's... So now we have some information to put back into the computer. We might actually be able to find out what's going on. Getting sick? You're getting sick of chocolate? Chocolate's delicious. I love me some chocolate.
CrimeLink computer.
How goes Tex? We finally found the bum we were looking for. Six 6'4". I got that. About 300 pounds. Male. Red hair. 2 eyes. Green eyes. Shoe size 14. Tattoo of a anchor. He doesn't have any more of that stuff. Could he have been a mutant? No. Definitely Caucasian and male. What am I missing? Am I missing anything? Okay. I don't have the information. Can I go to the colonel yet?
My trusty 31 lightning bolt speeder. I still regret not getting the sunroof option.
I need to use a stupid hint again. 6'3", 6'4", about 100 pounds. Where do I find... I've already answered the questions I might have found with the hair or with the glass shard. Like, that's not going to be
Ask
useful.
away.
Yeah, bum, you got...
I saw someone prowling around the back of the pawn shop.
6'3", 6'4", but huge. Okay, so not useful there. Finding out who robbed the pawn. If I just look at it, it will give me like an indication of what to look at. Get the newspaper in front of the Bruin stew. Maybe now. Oh, I know what I can do. Maybe that guy is back. And by back, I mean finally there.
Coit Tower was once a majestic...
Are you actually just all over my face right now? Is there a way to get into the warehouse? Is this door possibly open?
Yeah, looks like...
There is not. Alright, so I looked at the newspaper. Let me look at the newspaper some more. Maybe I need to look at all of the things in the newspaper. I need to look at another article anyways. Burglaries baffle police. I'm not reading all of this. Pawn shop police, zippy cash. Oh! Oh, this is what I need to do. Oh! I need to read the newspaper and then go talk to the chief. Alright, well, I'm not reading any of these, but... There we go. So now I should be able to talk to the chief, right? There we go. That was what I was missing.
I haven't seen Mac Malden since the Martian Memorandum case. I remember him as a
See
surly,
previous
incompetent,
game.
fat-nosed cop. As I step into his office, I can see he's changed. His nose is even bigger.
I do love making progress.
Well, if it isn't Tex Murphy. I figured you'd be dead by now.
Thanks, Chief.
No, not yet. Actually, I'm working on a case.
Sure you are. Probably a case of cheap scotch.
but yes.
I wish. I couldn't afford a glass of scotch these days.
Well, here our custodial department is hiring. Pick up an application on your way out.
Ah, jokes. You're just kicking me out? That's kind of rude.
Can't you find something better to do than bother me?
I need information.
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm still stuck on this case.
Sure you are. Probably a case of cheap scotch.
Make a fermented deal.
Tell you what. Help me solve this case I'm working on, and I'll buy you a scotch. And not the cheap stuff.
Bribing a cop, eh, Murphy? Get out of here now, and I might not bust you!
Oh my god, can you just help me out, my man?
Can't you find something?
You're clearly where the progress is.
No, because I really like to watch your face turn red.
Still the wise guy, eh, Murphy? It was great to see you. Now get lost!
That's not... Oh.
Listen, I'm working on a burglary case, and I'm looking for a lead.
You and me both, Seamus.
Well, we can work with each other
The
then.
mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
Well, I have a pawn shop.
Sounds like we might be looking for the same burglar. Let's compare notes, old buddy.
No chance, Murphy. I don't need you getting in my way. Go play detective somewhere else.
I'm just gonna be back in a second.
Can't you find some?
No.
Still the white?
Listen,
You and the mayor's.
What you need is San Francisco's best detective on the case.
Yeah? I asked him to help out, but he's busy. Now shove off!
God, are you kidding with this?
Can't you?
No.
Still the white?
Listen,
We're getting
You
close.
and the mayor's.
Pride, which goes before the fall, shocked by an
So
opportunity.
you and your crack team of detectives have no leads?
Of course we have leads, you pots. We know he's a
There's
norm,
one.
Caucasian, and has AB negative blood. That narrows down our list of suspects to about 1 million. Now get out of my hair. I got work to do.
Get out of my hair. Alright, thanks for the info. AB negative. That blood might be enough to get us the info we need. I mean, it's a super old game, Brainbuster. You got to give it a little credit.
PrimeLink Computer's the only...
AB negative. There we go. Mick Flem. 300 pounds, green eyes, San Francisco, anchor tattoo, burglary, mail fraud, burglary. God, he's just been in jail for like so long. It's a long time to be in jail. The whereabouts of Mick Flem are unknown at this time. The San Francisco Police Department are interested in questioning him about the recent disappearance and suspected murder of Rusty Clown. It is likely that Flem and Rusty were working together when Flem was arrested for illegally importing Asian novelty items. Flem may have murdered Rusty to get revenge for letting him take the fall. This theory has been supported by a street informant, Beak Neres, who claims to have seen Flem within the last few weeks. He sees Flem in an increased intoxicated state, apparently hallucinating, saying the Rusty Clown's ghost was out to get him. This guy. No way this guy's 300 pounds. Are you kidding? Alright, let's go talk to Beak. That should open up our friend. Finally.
Coit Tower was once a...
Never mind. I bet you, though, if we talk to Chelsea...
Wish I could help you there, Tex.
She doesn't know anything about him. Does she know anything about Mac Malden? No, I think that's the detective we were just talking about.
Oh, I remember Rusty. He had a kid show on TV when I was young. I hated the show. That clown makeup always scared me.
Anything about Beak?
Oh, yeah, I know Beak. If you want to talk to him, you might try hanging out around Coit Tower.
Thanks, Chelsea. Thank you for directions to the plot.
I walk up the steps to Coit Tower and spot a small figure lurking in the shadows. In the half light, I can see only the person's profile, but it's definitely Beak. As I walk towards him, he glances around, then approaches me warily, like a vegetarian sizing up a pot pie.
What are you staring at?
This guy.
You must be Beak Nerys.
Huh? Yeah, that's me. But I ain't smelled you before. Who are you?
I'm a friend of Chelsea Bando. You told me I could probably find you nosing around up here.
You didn't have to use nosing.
Yeah, Chelsea. Good egg. Nice looker. So, what do you want?
I need information, and I'm willing to deal for it.
What's that? Deal? Well, I'm listening. What you got?
The joke is he has a big nose. I have a surgery gift certificate, so he is going to go get himself a boob job.
Okay, I can use this. My nose has started sagging lately. Makes it hard to breathe. Now, what kind
Watch
of
his nose.
info you looking for?
I love this character. What do you know about people?
Chelsea. Smart girl and a real looker to boot. She's got a cute little nose.
Anything about Rook?
I can't help you there.
No.
I haven't got any info on that.
Nope. He doesn't know anything about anything.
She runs that pizza place with her husband, Sal. I don't know much about her. A true Italian nose, though.
I get it, because nose.
He lets his wife run the pizza joint. I don't know what he does. Though I've heard some things about who he does. You can tell he drinks a lot by that snaz of his.
Nose.
I can't help you there.
He doesn't know about that.
I know a little about him. Runs a pretty successful PI business. Rook's pawn shop was robbed by a two-bit crook named Mick Flem. He and his girlfriend have knocked off half a dozen pawn shops over the past month. The girl goes to a pawn shop and hawks a bracelet for a decent amount of cash. Then Flem breaks into the pawn shop and steals the bracelet, along with anything else he finds.
That's good information.
Big trouble. It's causing mutant blood to boil, and I don't want to be around when the bullets start flying.
Do you know who Mick Malden is? Because I don't.
Anyone with a hunker like that can't be all bad. Malden's no rocket scientist, but I hear that he's not on the take. I've helped him out a couple of times, so he leaves me alone.
Oh, that guy we were just talking to.
McFlam's rap sheet would take a day to read. He's a fat scum. And he's an
idiot to boot.
That's why he's always getting caught. He's been busted for burglary, mail fraud, arson, you name it. Everyone knows he operates out of the Snow White warehouse, but don't tell him.
Okay, but that doesn't help me because unless he's unlocked the door.
Oh, I'm nobody. I just try to keep my nose clean and my ear to the ground.
Nose.
Oh, wait a minute. Or was that vice versa? I think he's dead, and I'll bet Mick Flam had something to do with it. Word was the two of them were smuggling illegal novelty items from Hong Kong, and Rusty crossed Flam. Ever since Rusty disappeared, Flam has had a terrible fear of clowns.
What's going on here? We are looking for a necklace.
I once saw Flem pretty drunk, and he said he had nightmares of Rusty's ghost coming back to haunt him from the grave. He was completely terrified.
I think we have all the stuff we need. I just hopefully don't need a key anymore.
Flem is working out of this warehouse. It looks like he got careless. The door's unlocked.
Explain this guy. Radiation. I haven't saved in forever. I really need to start saving. Yeah, I mean that's. Ooh. That's about all the answer I can give you is radiation.
If this is Mick Flem's hangout, he'll probably be back soon. I better try and set some sort of trap for him.
Alright, so this section is actually timed, I think.
Yummy! A bottle of turnip schnapps. I'll bet it's got a real kick.
That sounds gross.
I'll have to remember this stack of 2x4s when I get around to building some furniture for my office.
This thing over here?
I don't think I'll move any of these pallets because they look like big slivers waiting to happen.
I mean, hopefully there's no items in there.
It's actually a storage compartment. Looks like it requires a special combination key.
Well, fortunately for me, I have a special key.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Okay, never mind.
Ooh, this barrel smells like it shouldn't be opened.
Is this more of a crusty?
That old piece of plywood doesn't seem to be doing much of anything.
Alright, so can I put Krusty up? Like, I can use him in here. Because he's... Our prey here is pretty crazy. So, in theory, we can use some trickery.
The rusty doll looks great on the pulley hook, but I'll need to get it to move before it'll do me any good.
It's pretty impressive that this thing is running on like a C battery, like a single C battery. All right, so that needs to move, and in order for it to move, I need to push the control button, which is oh god, oh jeez. The control button is here? No. There it is.
This must be the power box for the warehouse, and it's locked.
This is where I need the key, I bet you.
Well, that's not gonna work.
You kidding right now?
Well, that's not gonna work.
Any keys on the table maybe that I missed? No, absolutely not. Okay, so looking at the hints, I'm not going to use any hints. Ask Beak about the clown. Oh wait, is there something I need to do for the actual clown itself?
Well, that's not gonna work.
Something we gotta do. I think I don't need to do anything else. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use one more. I'm sleepy. Go to the warehouse and get the key. Okay, so there's a key in here then. Where is the key? Also, where's my music? It's a real question. Like, this is the warehouse, right? I think I'm gonna die. It's like I said, I think this is actually timed. Sounds like we're entering the dark world. I'm gonna move over here. Oh wait, it says open.
Crate smells like laundry soap. Crate in front on the floor seems to be partially opened.
That's promising.
Apparently some fireman dropped off his uniform to be cleaned and forgot to pick it up.
Excellent. Not sure that helps me. I can, however, combine these two things, which is convenient. I can also combine. I cannot combine those two things. Oh, look at that. That looks really nice. I can actually see now. Somewhere in here is a key. Where is the key in this warehouse? Is this even the right warehouse? Is that the key? That's the key. I can see it right through Krusty's legs.
This key must fit a lock around here somewhere.
Probably the key for the power, if I had to take a wild stab at it.
The heavy footsteps I hear must be Phlegm. Luckily, my rusty trap's all set. I'll need to find a hiding place as close as possible to the pulley control box. When Phlegm least expects it, I'll throw the pulley lever and bring Rusty back from the dead.
Alright, I'm going to save it real quick, because I think just hanging out here is probably fine, but just in case. Like, as long as I'm just chilling out over here, I think we should be fine.
Crate smells like laundry soap.
We already did that one. The animation in this game is something else.
It's me, Rusty Kids, and I'm here. Mommy's come back.
I think it worked. I love the thing with the most detail so far has been his exit through the bricks. Like you could pick that out from across the room.
This table and the bottle on it aren't dusty like everything else here. Someone's used this recently.
You don't say. Can I?
Damn, I'm good. This has to be Rook's bracelet.
Nice. What else is on the table here?
Mick ran off without his keys. I'll bet at least one of these will come in handy.
Alright, so I can use these, pretty sure, on this.
Well, this is actually a storage compartment. Looks like it requires a special combination key.
Oh, take thing, please.
Well, that's not gonna work. Well, this is actually...
Get. Alright, so examining this.
Strongbox is too sturdy to break open. I'll need the key.
This maybe needs the key. That could one of these possibly. Thank you. One of the things I own possibly has a key.
What do we have here? Unless I miss my guess, this is jade. And it's good quality too.
Awesome. Alright. We can't go out through the door, through the hallway, or through the wall like he did, so we'll take the entrance.
I'm telling you, it's impossible. It can't be done. I've tried everything.
The prophecy is very clear. We can't go on until this step is completed. Surely your unique skills give you opportunity.
My ability has gotten us nowhere. Capricorn got there before me. They're always one step ahead of me. It's like they can read my mind.
We can't let them stop us. Maybe we can use your skills on someone else. I've made inquiries. And if he hasn't gotten himself killed, maybe he's just what we need. Murphy. Tex
Murphy. I think there's like 5 days.
I feel better today than I've felt in a long time. Boy, did I stun Rook when I walked in and handed him that bracelet. Okay, so getting the bracelet back doesn't make me Detective of the Year, but it does stimulate the confidence glands. Maybe I can succeed at this business and turn my career around. But if I'm gonna do that, I better do something about my fax machine.
I must have a fax machine.
Who knows how many new opportunities I've missed to show the world my greatness.
Jeez. Have to have a fax machine. It is the 90s. Definitely not a technology that will end up being worthless very, very soon. Alright, that took way longer than I thought it would. I'm so tired. I think I will call it there. That was fun. We'll try and do something tomorrow night. Maybe. I'm not sure. But I'm going to peace out. Y'all have a fantastic evening. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.